Hey, Shalom. This is the brother I'm from the Great Millstone Camp here in Philadelphia, giving all praises and due honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors. Wow. So, like, yeah. Double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone, and honors and salutations out there to the hopeful elect. Alright, so I'm going to title this video. Pull this table up, son. I'm going to title this video, I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Okay, and that's going to be dealing with, that the spirit of Esau. I wasn't trying to say Esau, but the spirit of Esau basically combating against Jacob. We are at the end of his world, so he's getting more and more bolder now. Okay, they have more incentive to be, show their hatred towards Jake. Because of Trump is in office, and that we in the spirit of the times, man. Esau, this is his last hurrah, man. He want his kingdom back. Well, he wants to continue to keep his power. We know that the New World Order, or the Great Reset, or whatever you want to call it, which is really, the end of Esau's world, which after his world is over with is the beginning of Jacob's world. Okay, which is going to come in via when the Lord comes back, he's just going to take over and destroy the kingdoms of the heathen, and he's going to establish his kingdom on earth alongside with the first fruits of the elect of Israel. The elect and also the 1/3 of Israel, Yasha Allah. They're going to establish their kingdom on earth. Again via Yahweh Shah, man, who is the so-called Jesus Christ, whom the world calls today. Real name in Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. But before that, there's going to be calamities, wickedness, corruption, violence. Just like the scriptures say, the violence shall be the end of the end. Wait, how to say it? This is thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Okay, so that's the end of this kingdom, is by way of violence. And like the scriptures say also in the book of 2nd Esdras or 4th Esdras, the day of doom shall be the end of this time. Okay, so nothing good is going to happen during these the end time prophecies, especially today, because Esau's hatred is damn near at a boiling point. You can see and tell that they completely tired of Jake, man. They have no need for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans anymore. And that's why you got this whole deportation drama. Just Esau showing you his hatred towards our people. He's just letting you know that he doesn't like you. He doesn't need you anymore. Even though like he's getting so-called rid of the illegals, which he's also deporting, coincidentally, so-called U.S. citizens. That's done on purpose, man, because again Esau has this new world order, man. And he's been caught talking with El Salvadorian president, where he said that next he's going to deport homegrown citizens, basically U.S. citizens, and they even passed a law where they can detain or deport U.S. citizens. So we in that time now, right? And like the scriptures say, judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, man, which is our people. So our people are going to be the prime example. So that's why you see all this, hatred or vitriol for Israel. So-called Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans. Okay, and those of indigenous to the Americas. You got the Northern Kingdom in the news constantly. Then you got Judah in the news. Now, what's in the news today? This is why I entitled the video, "The Arrogancy." I would cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. You have this woman named Shiloh Hendricks, which she raised over, basically you can just say $1 million, because she called a 5-year-old a nigger. And what that's doing is giving incentive to regular everyday peon Edomites, even though they say it anyway, under their breath for amongst themselves, or they don't say it amongst Jake in their face. But now they give an incentive to these Edomites to show their hatred towards Jake. Now you can get paid for it. Again, she raised over $600,000, man. Okay, and in the course, the Caucasian woman acting like she's the victim. If I don't know if anybody saw that video, there was either a so-called black man or a Hamite or Ethiopian type man. He recorded the video and he confronted her about calling the little child a nigger or the so-called N-word, right? And all of a sudden, they changed the story up to him, and they said, "Oh, he has a sexual assault case, yada yada yada," and apparently, her so-called safety and livelihood was disrupted by that event that happened, and basically Esau showered her with money. Then they got this whole thing with Carmelo Anthony, where Jake, raised up with $500,000, to help Carmelo Anthony with his situation, and Esau, they looking at, with the one with the woman. I think she's from Nebraska. This happened in Nebraska, where she called it's two totally different situations, where this woman obviously just showing her hatred, and got rewarded for it. She got rewarded for her hatred, okay, and she showed her arrogancy, man, her pride, okay, and these Edomites, they really think that they're better than Jake, man, when the scriptures say that they're viler than the earth, man. The scriptures say he's a base man. He's full of iniquity. But yet they walk the earth, like they're the Most High, man. Like their shit don't stink. Which all the information is coming out that they're the devil that the Bible speaks of. And that's what the Bible calls them. That's what the scriptures calls them, man. The devil and Satan. Okay? That's what the scriptures describe as Satan, man. Which are the biblical Edomites. Or the devil. The devil means deceiver. Or accuser. And Satan just means enemy or adversary. Okay? They're the enemies of the Most High, man. The whole nation. But yet they have this sense of pride because the Most High gave that to them. Okay? But in there, like the scriptures say, their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever. They don't think they're going to pay for all the atrocities that they've done on the earth, man. They really think that they're the pinnacle of humanity. They really think they're great. You know, they're great at being wicked. You know, they're great at you know pushing violence throughout the earth. Or that they're great at being the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's what they're great at. So I'm gonna start. There's so many precepts to start with. I'm gonna start over here. Habakkuk 2:4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith." You know, and it's speaking about you Edomites. Okay, it says your soul which is lifted up. Okay, you got Treasure of Borgia. Then you got these superhero movies. The latest one, Thunderbolts. You had the super, or I guess he's a villain in the movie. Named Sentry. He's the Marvel equivalent to Superman. Okay, and then they showed him as a obviously this superhero or this villain with superpowers, and he's a goddamn Edomite. Okay, he's being lifted up. You had Superman. Back when Superman came out in the movies, they was all looking up to the so-called white man. To this very day, they look up to the so-called white man as a hero, as Superman, as a god. Okay, his soul is being lifted up. Okay, they came from the caves, man. Here, the proudest man, right? He went from the caves, to the Greek Empire, Roman Empire. Okay, now he's in this kingdom here. Okay, and he's being exalted as a god. Now we just like going back into history, Crispus Serapis is many a times where Esau set himself up as a god. Okay, and obviously in this setup is much more greater, man, because he has the whole world, especially our people in other dark-skinned nations, that they love the so-called white man, and they really believe that he's a god, man. Again, it goes back to the scripture here. It has to apply to Esau, man. There is no other people. Look, ask Charleston White, man. That is a rambunctious, crazy ass nigga, man. Okay, he'll tell you that the so-called white man is the greatest people ever created. Okay, but why does he have that sentiment? Because the Most High made it that way, man. The Most High, he sent out that strong delusion where people actually believe that he's a god, or he's the greatest people on earth, man. Okay, they actually believe, and they're only great because of what? Their power, man, that the Most High gave them, their weaponry. Okay, it tells you that the Most High gave, which was a blessing from Jacob. Okay, he gave them the power of the sword, man. It's like a blessing from Isaac. It's like he gave Esau the blessing of the sword, man. Okay, and he said that you couldn't do anything unless you use the sword. Okay, which is basically destruction. In order for him to receive anything, he has to destroy it. Okay, he had to destroy, lives, livelihoods, the land, the earth, the sea, the air, the food. Okay, he has destroyed everything, man. Right? And it, like it says down here, it says neither keep it at home. He had to remove the landmarks. Right? Again, who else would this apply to? His home is in Basra, man. His home is in the land of Edom, or Idumea. His land is in the caves, man. Okay? But yet he filled the earth with cities, man. The whole earth, man. Basically bows down to the so-called white man, just like with the C-19, man. Everybody bowed down to the so-called white man. And all these nations were in cahoots, man. But it all stemmed from the so-called white man. and what he had to say. Okay? It says again, behold, his soul, and it's so much more, man, to go, it's so much more, but he's the modern day Pharaoh, okay? The modern day Egyptian, okay, Babylonian, just like he'll, in his movies, he'll portray himself in like historical movies, he'll portray himself as everybody on the planet, okay? Which he's kind of right, because America is an amalgamation of every kingdom that ever existed in one. It was, like the scriptures identify America as Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. Egypt, represented our bondage, our captivity, and Sodom and Gomorrah represents his corruption, his immorality. He's into, homosexuality, or just basically transgressing the laws of the Most High, man. He'll say a man can be a woman can be a man. He'll molest animals, children. Okay, he's completely on the left hand of the Most High, man. He's completely on the left side, man. Just like the scriptures say, let Satan stand at his right hand. Okay, so Satan is guiding Esau in the way of wickedness, man, or immorality. And he still has that level of pride. Okay, even though he's the most decadent being on the planet Earth, man, or in existence. Like I quoted Job 30 and 8, I think it's Job 30 verse 8. They were children of fools. This is going into the history of the Edomites. This is during Job's time. I'm just going to the point. It says they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. Okay, this is your roots right here. You're children of fools to this day. Okay, though you're wiser than Daniel, you're still a damn fool because you don't believe in the Most High, man. That's wait, what's that? Psalms 14. You don't understand prophecy. Yup. Yeah, they don't understand prophecy, man. Okay, he's just the same Pharaoh that hardened his heart against the Most High, man. That's trying to fight against biblical prophecy. And it has done everything to fulfill prophecy. Okay, just like you're going to fulfill your very end. Your very own end is going to come from your own hands. Okay, children of fools, man. You created weapons that you're going to destroy your own kind with, your own self with. Let alone everybody else you're going to destroy yourself with. Okay, you're creating technology, okay, that's beyond your own comprehension, that's going to destroy you with the AI. They showing you, even the other nations are trying to follow suit. Moab and Ammon. It's to their own destruction. You had the so-called first, which there was many more times that happened where, I forget, China or one of them nations, Moab or Ammon, with his robot, he started like trying to rebel against his creator. They show you, man. You got CERN, you got so much, man. Okay, they're trying to be like their own God, man. Okay, they're trying to do away with the Most High. It's like you got Freemasons, which is free from your maker, and that goes back to the juice, which they not even the real biblical Israelites. They're imposters, man. They're Khazars, the Edomites, the Amalekites. Just some more Edomites, man, doing the devil's work, man. And now in the whole world, hey, the children shall complain of an ungodly father, man. Okay? Everything you do is against the Most High, man. And at the end of the day, you're children of fools, man. Children of base men. Okay? They were viler than the earth, man. You know, the Most High deems you repulsive. The word vile is extremely unpleasant. And like, come on, man. Even a regular peon Edomite can answer this question. Who would this apply to? You already know what they would say. Everybody is seeing the works of the so-called white man. But, of course, everybody's pointing a finger at you know who. When it's really them as a whole, man. Just like the scriptures say, when, you know, Esau began his power, wickedness or evil multiplied in the earth, because that's what they do, man. They bring nothing but corruption and destruction and evils, which is, the word evil means bad times, man. Okay, where the insects at? Where the bees at? Every time I see a damn bee, I see it be flying around for 1 second. It be, you know, trying to, I guess what you call pollinate with the flowers, and then the next moment it's on the fucking ground dead, and you only see one of them. Like come on, man. Shit is dying out here, man. Okay, they trying to kill us off, man. Humanity, they want to kill everything off, man. The Lord said that no flesh shall be saved, man, if these devils would continue to rule. There is no eternity with you damn devils. You're going to destroy yourself, man. But yet they want immortality. How the hell you want immortality when you're not doing the things that gain immortality, which is keeping the law? You don't even keep the law. This is the Most High's realm, man. The Most High ruleth in the kingdoms of men. How the hell you going to do nothing but wickedness and expect immortality? That's asinine. It's ass backwards, man. Okay, what you're going to receive is damnation and destruction. Okay, it is already written. Okay, that's why it says to strike, scourge, smite. That's what the Lord is going to do when he comes back. It says they are scourged out of the land. Okay, that's what happened in your history. It is going to happen again. A rare image. I've never seen this word before. Ramazan. Okay. A Ramazan refers to the process of a language, culture, or region becoming increasingly influenced by or adopting the Aramaic language, culture, or traditions. Okay, that's what that means. Yeah, the word vile means, again, extremely unpleasant. So many precepts. Yeah, I don't have to go into that. But yeah, man, again, the title of the video is about the arrogancy of the proud, man. Okay, yeah, let me go back over here too. Go back right here. It says, Habakkuk 2:4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Okay, so that man that you worship, his soul is unrighteous. And it's like, you people don't even know that. Okay, it says, least Satan to get an advantage of you, for we are not deceived by his devices. Let me see what it says there. At least Satan get an advantage of us. Yeah, should get an advantage of us. We are not ignorant of his devices or his evil purpose. Okay, when you look up the word, it's evil purpose. I think it's the Greek no ma. I believe it. That's how you pronounce it. But evil purpose, man. Okay, so you're bowing down to a man that has an evil purpose to destroy you. Okay, it says the thief cometh not but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy, man. And that's all you devils have done throughout the earth. But yet you had this proud ass woman, acting like a damn victim. Okay. It says woman who appeared to her a racial slur at a child in a viral video has raised over $600,000 in donations for herself. Okay. And you can see, man, the race riots are or the racial tensions are unfolding, or is at an all-time high, man. Now they getting like again incentives for displaying their hatred. Okay, and then of course Esau would try to justify and say, look at the conditions. Like that's why the scriptures say the accuser of our brethren, man. They always want to pinpoint, they'll like to quote, oh, they 13% of the population, but yet commit the highest crimes. But don't look at the actual facts, how disproportionately our people are infected. Okay, because we're in his world, man. But they don't see that. They don't see that Esau is the damn devil, and his whole job is to eradicate us, okay, from existence, and to destroy our image. People think, oh, that's why the scriptures say, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. Esau he's really trying to make it normal that we all supposed to get along, man. The Most High didn't design it that way. Okay? All this the love and the Jesus came to say everybody, that came from him. He has polluted the minds of the people to believe that. That forgive and forget doctrine. That's his doctrine. That's not in the Bible, man. It says that the Lord will repay, man. Okay? It tells you, man. Let me get that. And these devils are so damn proud, man, not realizing that God is going to have them or repay them for all their deeds. I can get Ezekiel. This is a this topic can go forever and ever, man. At the end of the day, the arrogancy of the proud will cease, man. Okay. Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil. Okay, Esau's world, and the wicked for their iniquity. That's Esau and 2/3 and the rest of these people on the earth, man. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, man. Mainly, number one, Edom. Okay? And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man. Haughtiness, the appearance or quality of being arrogantly superior, disdainful, showing contempt or lack of respect. And they was calling her out for calling a little kid a nigger. I'll probably get this video on me blocked. You can't apparently say that. But you can get $600,000 for it though. Yeah, it says fundraising page initially had a financial goal set for $50,000, and here's the page right here. It's damn near at $700K, man. Now the goal is $1 million. She was going to get that. She probably get $2 million. Okay, Okay, and then this is what she had to say: help me protect my family. And again, man, so I mean, look, man, the bitch is smart, man. All right, even though if this was set up or not, the bitch is fucking smart to do this, man. But again, this shows you what type of kingdom that we live in, man. This is not our rest, man. Okay, here this woman show her hatred for a little Jake, a little child, okay, so-called little black child, and look how much money she raised. Like, this is crazy. This is ass backwards, man. Okay, this proves unequivocally 1,000,000,000% that this is not our rest, man. Okay. And of course, Esau is going to staunchly support their own kind. And I bet you was a lot of niggas that gave this bitch some money too. I bet it was a lot of black people, so-called black people, whatever tribe, gave this bitch some money too. I bet it was a lot of them too. And this is on this is a so-called Christian site at that. This is crazy, man. Then you see all these other events, these campaigns, right? People who really got problems. This is a damn mockery, man. This is a fucking mockery right here, man. This is a complete mockery, man. Here is people with real fucking problems, and this bitch raised 600,000, damn near 700,000 for calling a so-called black boy a nigger. I meant the N-word. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should get you upset. This again. This proves that this is not our rest, man. And then, of course, Esau got a competition with Carmelo Anthony, which reportedly he raised over 500,000, and she raised damn near $1 million within a couple of days, man. Okay, Esau, he's just showing you his power, man. You know, and of course, it's gonna be many copycats, right? So now, like, it was another incident with a Elamite woman where she got called out. I guess she got fired from a job, whatever. She was saying some names to another Jake, or I think it was a woman. I don't know. She got fired. Shit, all she had to do was, make a GoFundMe, man, and have her own kind, raise money for her. So this is the new thing now, man. It's gonna become a trend. And then her name happens to be Shiloh. That in the scriptures that represents Yahweh Shah, man. Everything is spiritual, man. Okay, because we know that our Savior is gonna protect and deliver his people. Okay, firstly from their sins, and next, and also from a physical deliverance from the destruction of Babylon the Great. And then you see the pride. Come on, man. Come on, man. You see the arrogance. Look how arrogant and how she was on the video. She didn't give a damn. But this is how the majority of you Edomites feel any damn way, man. So just add this to the race war pot, man. Things that's going to lead up to the race war, man. Okay, because it's coming, man. The Lord said, nation against nation. Okay, kingdom against kingdom, man. Again, you can add this to the pot, man. No, okay, Minnesota. Wait. Okay, okay, Nebraska's over here. Wait, was it? Yeah, and then she doubled down. Like, look, I called the kid what he was. Told him, my name is Shala. I have been put into a very dire situation. I recently had a kid steal from my 18-month-old son's diaper bag at a park. Like, what the hell he gonna steal, man? What the fuck he gonna do with some diapers, man? Like, come on, man. He really stole some diapers, supposedly. And it says, I called the kid out for what he was. You see, that's how they feel, man. This is how they feel about our people, man. They look down on them, on us. Okay, they look down on our people, man. And but yet they stole a whole they stole and destroyed everything on the earth, man. But we talking about some damn diapers. Like then Esau, he again, it's so much going on. The now they saying DEI is deport every immigrant. Ain't you a fucking immigrant? It's the hypocrisy, man. The double standards, man. The Most High hates that shit, man. You don't think the Most High know about this shit? What the fuck is going on, man? Like, come on, man. This shit is ridiculous. Another man who we recently found out has a history with law. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay, all he did was expose this bitch. Okay, and he got in trouble for it. Proceeded to record me and follow me to my car. He then posted these videos online, which has caused my family and myself great turmoil. My SSN has been leaked. My address and phone number have been given out freely. My family members are being this is what they do, man. I'm the victim, like but this is like, come on, man, how it was in the back in the day, man. Okay? How the white woman would falsely accuse Jake and get him lynched, get him killed, their family killed, their town, neighborhood burnt down to the ground or flooded. Okay, all because either they ain't like us, or we were falsely accused, man, etc. Man, they had many excuses just to kill us off, man, indiscriminately, like we were nothing. That's the hatred that they have, man. From Genesis, the 3rd chapter, man, Esau is displaying his hatred. He has the power. Again, he can only be racist, man, because he built the system. We can't benefit from the system unless they allow us to. They created the system. This is a deep thing, man. Like, come on, man. This is all bullshit. We cannot and we will not live in fear. Fear what? Black people. Okay? It's like an old video with this Edomite. If he's an Edomite, he's basically just talking about, Esau or white people really fear black vengeance, man, for what they've done to basically the people on earth, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And all the people of color, man. Like, you destroy everything, man. But yet again, you have the forgive and forget doctrine. You have treasury imprinted in everybody's mind, okay, in his world, to actually believe that he's the savior. That's why they look at all the things that he has done and they'd be like, oh, wait a minute, he's God though. And according to him, we supposed to forget everything he did. That's complete madness, man. Yeah, I wanted to get into this too. Even Moab, man. It's a video of Moab, man. Yeah, here go a video on Moab. Proud. Proud, man. Look at this shit. See, yo, these nations, hey, man. The Lord is, hey, man. Prophecy is being fulfilled. Prophecy is being fulfilled, man. Okay, the reason why these nations, hey, the nations are mad, man. They imagine a vain thing, man. We know what time it is, man. We in a time of reckoning, man. And the Most High, he's gonna put these nations in their place, man. And he's gonna make known that his people are superior, man. His people, the Israelites, not those people that call themselves today. They're the synagogue of Satan, man. Their cause are the converts. Okay, the Edomites, the Amalekites. The Most High is going to make known that his people are superior, man. Let me get that too, man. I'm going to end it off with that, man, because this, I can, this is like an impromptu. I really didn't even know what to say, but now I'm just warming up. But I know this video can go on forever, like hours upon hours, man, because there's so much to talk about, man. But yeah, let me read this over here, man. You hear this damn fucking, Moabite. You see that? Again, why does she think that? And look at her color. They got whitenized by Esau. They really think that this color is superior. When that's not the case, man. Melanin or having dark skin is superior, okay? Having this color or the color of Esau, that's inferior. Okay? Esau he's a clean leper, man. He has leprosy, according to the scriptures. He has a lack of pigmentation. Okay, that's why he was called a Shashua or a Shaw. He wasted away as he, man. Look, man. We are in a goddamn you want to call it the Matrix, the upside down. Okay, we are the Byzantine, the real Byzantine Empire. Okay, a simulation. This is the simulation, man. This is not real, man. This is upside down, man. It says surely Esau turned things upside down, man. I think it's Isaiah 29. I can't quote it right now. But this is we in hell, man. We are in hell, man. You want to call it the Matrix is hell. Okay? That's what the Matrix is. Is hell, man. It's being in this goddamn kingdom, man. Okay? And this is all because not just this, but we disobeyed the Most High, man. And then you got niggas that are atheists that say, oh, you mean to tell me that God is that, because they don't know God at all. They only know him by how the so-called white man taught God. Okay? But they don't believe that the Most High punished his people, which it tells you that all throughout the scriptures, the Most High punished his people for going off. Okay, this is our punishment. Here we got to sit here and listen to a damn Moabite woman, okay, call us, so what they call racial slur, or dehumanize us like we're nothing. And that's the thing. That's the Most High did that, man, because we disobeyed him, man. Okay, we humiliated the Most High, man, for our wickedness, for our unrighteous doings, man. But guess what? They don't understand the prophecy, man. The Most High, gave us grace, man. He's gonna reestablish his covenant with his people. But again, what Esau has done, the forgive and forget, he also made people believe that the covenant or the promises and the giving, everything else in the kingdom is applied to everybody. That's what they believe, man, because of the so-called white man. But that's not the case. The Lord said, or what the disciples said to the Lord, well, at this time, restore the kingdom to Israel. Psh, they ain't say everybody, man. We are in getting hell, man. Total hell, man. Okay? Complete hell, man. And that's why we need a savior, man. That's why we need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, to get us up out of here, man. Because you see it's getting worse and worse, man. And then, of course, the prophecies, but you look at it right now, we don't have no fucking power to do anything. The only thing we can rely on is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Okay, our faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, and continually do the works and improve our faith, man. So yeah, this is Jeremiah 48:29. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceeding proud. His loftiness and arrogancy, and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart. I'm gonna just jump down to here. Therefore will I howl for Moab, and I will cry out for all Moab. My heart shall mourn for the men of Karheres. I'm going to jump down again. Verse 33, and joy and gladness is taken from the plentiful field and from the land of Moab, and I will cause wine to fail, and from the wine presses none shall tread with shouting, and the shouting shall be no shouting. Yes, this goes in on Moab. I'm going to jump down again. Yeah, man. And then you see how great China is today. Who made that happen? The Most High did. Okay, just so he can destroy it. This is verse 39. It says, they shall howl, saying, how is it broken down? How have Moab turned the back with shame? So shall Moab be a derision and a dismay to all them about him. I'm gonna jump down again. Damn, this whole thing is bad, man. This whole thing is bad. It's Kirioth is taken, and the strongholds are surprised, and the mighty men's hearts in Moab at that day shall be as the heart of a woman in pegs, and Moab shall be destroyed from being a people, because he have magnified himself against Yahweh. Okay? Hey, you're magnifying it. And that's how we laughing too, man. That's the Most High laughing too. Because you nations don't understand, man. Let me read it again. And Moab shall be destroyed from being a people, because he have magnified himself against the Lord, man. Yeah, man, and they got their own thing. They basically following after the so-called white man. Just like the scriptures in 2nd Esdras or 4th Esdras, that it says that Moab is partaker of the sins of Babylon. And then they own, the treasuries, the debt of some of the debt of Babylon. Then they basically do whatever Esau does, they do. And then you see how Moab's kingdom is advancing more than America now, and how China, they basically boasting themselves against America. Okay, they think they the new hotness. They think they gonna be the next new superpower. Along with the other brick nations, and they got another one now. I forgot what that's called, but they got a new acronym, but I forget what that one's called though. But yeah, man, it says the Most High is going to destroy Moab from being the people, man. He's going to bring you low, man. Okay, he's going to take you out of power. I'm gonna jump down. Again, this whole chapter is phenomenal. We'll go to verse 46. It says, woe be unto thee, O Moab, the people of Chemosh, perisheth, for thy sons are taken captives, and thy daughters captives. Okay, this is going to happen to him. Okay, yet will I bring again the captivity of Moab in the latter days. You see, save Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Thus far is the judgment of Moab. Okay, so their judgment is slavery, just like Edom's judgment. It's going to be captivity. Okay, under the hands of the Israelites. I ain't read this shit. There's so much to get into with this topic, man. This is Revelation 13 and 10. It says, I'm gonna go to verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear, referring to the understanding. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Okay, then the excuse gonna be, oh, black people sold black people into slavery. No, those are other people. There was the Hamites. Okay, mainly you so-called white people had a hand in our captivity. You Ishmaelites, you had a hand in our captivity. All you nations had a hand in our captivity. Okay, and you Hamites. It tells you that in Joel. Okay, and guess what? You shall go into captivity. Okay, it says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, this is what we're patiently and faithfully waiting for, man. Our enemies to be dismantled, or be subjugated, or the Most High take their power away, man. This is Sirach 36. It's so much scriptures, man. And it's like, you can feel it, man. We in that time, man. It's getting closer and closer, man. Closer and closer than ever before, man. Okay. And this is Isaiah 11 verse 13. It says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. This, like the scriptures say, Jeremiah 51 or 50:33, that our people were, the northern and the southern kingdom, were oppressed together, man, because we basically made it over to this side of the world. We became reunited more so with the scriptures, or we became in unison, or we harmonized with one another because of the scriptures, because Yahweh Shah. We became a people again, through Yahweh Shah giving us the understanding, okay? Via the Most High, man. Okay, the only reason we unlocked the understanding is because of the Most High Son, Yahweh Shah, man. Okay? He gave us grace and mercy, and he readopted us, and that's really going to take place when we're delivered, when we're going to be a people to the Most High again. It says, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them, they go to Hamites, and they shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. Okay, it's just dealing with all you nations, man. It says all you nations shall obey us, man. Okay, and it says we're going to spoil you. And again, Isaiah 60, there's so many precepts, man. So many. And this is the prophecy of the Lord, man. This is the Lord's story. Okay, this is all about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And I'm gonna bring this last one out. This is Zechariah 9 and 13. It says, when I have bent the bow, this says the deliverance of Judah and Ephraim. When I have bent Judah for me, fill the bow with Ephraim, and raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, which is Idumea, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. Okay? And what are you going to do with that sword? Let's see. I think it's Jeremiah 50. Yep, 51 and 20. I'm gonna go to verse 19. It says, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, not like us. These nations are not like us. For he is the form of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Yahweh Shah, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war." Okay, battle axe and weapons of war. Okay, and it says, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. Okay, it says, "Judah is my bow and Ephraim is my arrow. Jerusalem is my sword." You see? "And like a warrior, I will brandish it against the Greeks." Mm. It says in the NLT, "I will bend Judah as my bow. I will load the bow with Ephraim, my arrow. I will stir up." So we're going to come together. "I will stir up your son, Zion." That we're being stirred up right now, man. "Move in order to mix it thoroughly." Okay? We being mixed with the word and all the shit that's going on, man. That's stirring up our spirit. You know, the what you call the turmoil. Okay? We the ones in fucking hell. The fuck out of here, man. It says, "I will stir up your son Zion against yours, Greece," which represents the Idumeans. That's why they call Esau the gringo, which gringo means Greek. "And I will make you, Zion, like a warrior's sword." Okay, like I pull up this precept right here. And what we going to do? This is what we're going to do. "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee I will break in pieces the nations." Okay, starting off with who? Greece. Right? "And with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and will make thee and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid." Okay, etc., etc. Let me jump down. "And I will render unto Babylon, to all the inhabitants of Chaldea, all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, save Yahweh." Okay, so he's going to, repay Babylon or Esau what he's done. It's Psalms 137. Come on, man. It's too many precepts, man. It tells you the same story over and over of what's going to happen in the future. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, save Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain." Okay, that's going to be America. Okay, the Most High is against you. Okay, and then it's like going back to the original precept, "And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease." Okay, ultimately with those missiles. Again, you created those missiles to destroy yourself with, and because you're a proud man. Okay, you're a base man. You're a fool. You don't even know that. You don't even care to know. You're you're not even ignorant to your own devices, your own evil purpose, which is going to destroy yourself. You damn devil. And it says, "And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." Okay, but we're going to see that, man. You're going to take away your power, man, and your pride. And it says, "What? I'm against thee, O destroying mountain, save Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth." Wait, what the fuck was that? Shit. "And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain."
Let's get the Digi. This is your brother Chief Flying Eagle. Remember when they told the truth? This is a Crayola.